everyone, we're here at CES. This is the Xiaomi booth. I'm going to walk you through the new white Mi Mix, which is what we announced this year. So this is the product. A lot of people are familiar with it. One of the great features is that it really has this huge display that takes up most of the phone. So you can see here the bezels are very thin. The big design goal with this product was to get rid of this top bezel up here, which is on most phones. Like I think on the iPhone it's about ½ an inch almost. And so, the purpose behind that is when you're looking at anything, a website or a phone, your gaze is naturally on the top 2/3 of it. So, we really wanted to get rid of this top part. So usually what's there in most phones, you have your selfie camera, you have your proximity sensor, which is what dims the display when you put it up against your head, and then you have your earpiece for phone calls. So on this device, we have the selfie camera down here. If I open this up and go to camera, so here you have the camera, it's coming from down here. So what we do is we let you flip it, and then it just flips the UI, and now it's like a normal camera. So again, the advantage is most people aren't using the selfie camera all the time, 100% of the time. Like you're maybe using it 5% of your usage. So, if this was the top side of the phone, it's wasted space. Okay, so then the other stuff is I mentioned the proximity sensor. Again, no proximity sensor here. It's an ultrasonic proximity sensor, which is behind the display, and it can sense when the device goes to your head. And then the last thing is the earpiece. So this has a piezoelectric ceramic speaker. It's a mouthful, but effectively what it is it vibrates the phone. And so then when you touch the phone to your head, you can hear through vibration. So some other products do similar things. Sometimes they call it bone induction, but it also means that you can do it upside down, you can do it backwards, it'll just kind of work any way. And then the other big feature of the product is the back. So this is the new one. This is a white ceramic back, so it's extremely scratch resistant. We have this. It's really like, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but it has a really nice, reflection. The other thing that I want to mention, and this is a big design goal for all of our phones last year, the battery in this is huge. 4,400 mAh, so even though the screen is a big 6.44 inches, you'll get all-day battery life. I have the black one here, which is what we announced a month or two ago. I'll just show you the back, because I think the back on the black one is beautiful. This again is ceramic. You have Mix, designed by me. This is a new product line for us. This, the rim on the fingerprint sensor and the camera, that's actually 18 karat gold. And that serves no functional purpose. It's just really cool. And when you do the sort of reflection, it also works with the gold. All right, so let me talk a little bit about the specs. So this is the higher end version. This has 6 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of internal storage. You can see the converted price there. It's not on sale in the US. This is the price that we sell it for in China. It's about $580. There's a lower end version, which is 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage, and that's about $500. So it also comes with Snapdragon 821, so it's the latest Qualcomm processor. It has a 16 megapixel camera on the back and a 5 megapixel camera on the front. So on the sides here, the back is ceramic. The sides are also ceramic. The buttons are ceramic as well. We have the very unique headphone jack, and then on the bottom here you have a Type-C port. This is a single mono speaker, but you have the grill here. And then the other thing on hardware, this is actually a 17:9 aspect ratio, the display. But with the soft keys at the bottom, it's 16:9. But we actually let you, you can actually swipe the soft keys away, and then you get 17:9. So if you do this and you pull up the camera here, this is my favorite way to see, all of the phone here. It's just all screen. And of course, if you watch a video it'll box it on both sides, and it'll play the video in 16:9, so it won't stretch your videos. And then the other thing you want to talk about software. Inside of it is this is our version of Android that we call MIUI. This is based on Android outside of China. It ships with all the Google apps. This device is only sold in China. We actually have a special build running which has the Google apps on it. Right now it's based on Android 6.0, but it has the security patch from December, we're going to upgrade it. Something that's not well known about MIUI, we upgrade our devices once a month, which is more than most OEMs. We actually support devices that are 5 years old. So if you're familiar with Google's update policy, they support devices for 2 years. So your Nexus 5, your Nexus 6, they're not getting updates anymore. We're updating a device that's literally 5 years old. We don't always update the Android version because, old devices on older hardware, they can't support like Android L. They need more RAM than 1 gigabyte. We update it as much as we can, and we definitely keep the security patches. You can see the UI is definitely different from stock Android, but we have a theme store. Let me see if I can find. We have a theme store that lets you really change the UI to look like whatever you want. Let's see. It doesn't look like we're on the internet here, so I can find some of the local themes. So let's do. I like this one. So if we apply this. Open up the buttons. Actually, here, this is what I use. It's kind of like the iPhone accessibility ball, except we use it more for navigation. So you can actually, instead of tapping, you can actually swipe. So you can go like, it's not turned on in this phone, but you can do this and just go home that way. You can see in the theme, everything's changed now. The buttons are all different. If you look at the phone, contacts icon, they're all different. We have thousands of themes you can download that users can upload, and all sorts of different themes. So that's one of the banner features of MIUI. In the markets that we focus on, we have a lot of features like caller ID that we work with businesses for. So for example, in India, when you get an Amazon package, we have all the Amazon courier numbers, delivery guy numbers that we worked with Amazon to get. So when the package gets delivered, it identifies it as Amazon instead of just showing you a random number. So that's MIUI. That's a little bit more about Mix. And again, in our opinion, it's a really different phone. It's probably the coolest looking phone of the year, in my opinion. It's definitely innovative, and we're really proud of it. So hopefully you enjoy the phone.